Alright, hello everybody. This is Silent Ninja here, and I'm here with Chapter 10, Silver, and Xavier LaFlame, aka 27 Ice. And we're here to talk to you guys about the World Cup Finals. It's Fargo and Chicago. I know the freaking scoreboard says Phoenix. Silent Ninja here, and I'm here with Chapter 10, Silver, and... Okay, so... I know it says Phoenix, but Vezi is a lazy piece of crap. Anyways, Locke, let's get your initial thoughts on this series.
I think Chicago, it's going to be pretty tough for them. Because you're going up against... I'll basically say I expect that Fargo's going to win this series. I think it'll be tough for Chicago. And I think that if Chicago is going to win, Prust is going to have to play amazing.
Silver, you're a goalie, and you play in the playoffs. How tough is it to get this finals experience and stand in net and, you can either make or break the series for your team?
Well, it's pretty difficult. You gotta have the confidence in knowing that you'll be able to try your best and get the team to win. Although the pressure falls on you occasionally.
Alright, sweet. So, obviously we have 3 experienced goalies here, but we do have 27 Ice who has played forward before. So, as a forward, Ice, what is your job and how hard is it for you to score in these finals?
Well, Chicago is going to be tough with Ghost and Sam as forwards, but my main focus is Ebby, Case, and Prust. Those are the 3 main people I'm going for, because I'm going to deke them, and they're going to be sorry.
Great.
It's amazing.
Man, we're off to a great start on the stream, aren't we?
I will deke them from the bench. If not, I'll pull a Patrick Roy and deke them at the red line.
Or maybe you'll pull that French coach who just threw the entire bench on the ice.
Okay, I will.
Alright, you do that. Alright, so let's just go down here, starting from Chapter 10 here. Who do you think is going to be the key player in deciding the series for each team?
Well, I'll start with Fargo. I really think it's going to be Hockey. Because I think that they have Toxic as a backup goalie if they need to. So I don't really think that Alconi's going to be all that important. Definitely he is their best goalie, probably the best in the league right now. But I think Hockey's a lot more important. Because if you saw in the Phoenix-Fargo series, Vez could barely get a shot. They only had like 2 shots on goal, 5 shots on goal a game. And really that's because of Hockey. So there's not really he's not really replaceable on Fargo right now. So Hockey's definitely going to be the important part for Fargo. For Chicago, I think it's really going to be Prust, because Prust has to go up against Alconi, and he does have good defense, but they're going to want us to focus on scoring, and Prust really hasn't been tested yet in these playoffs. He went up against Huskies in round 1. That wasn't that difficult, and then he went up against Miami. You could say that was a little difficult, but he really hasn't been tested yet. So I think Prust definitely would have to play really well for Chicago to have any type of chance in this series.
All right, Silver.
Well, I think it's Nomer and Tigros. The chemistry with Fargo is strong, and as you could see in the Phoenix and Fargo series, they were able to get quite a bit accomplished with that line 1. Chicago, their line 1 is also quite solid with the chemistry of Sombra and Ghost. We've seen that before. So it's pretty even.
Okay, let's go on to Ice now. What do you think?
Oh, what was the question again?
Who do you think?
What was the question again?
We are keeping it family friendly here for the RNHL, but have you been doing anything recently that involves you not paying attention?
Yes, I've been trying to figure out the Minnesota Wolfpack. That's just my main objective now, since I'm going to be riding the
All right.
bench.
You do that. So
I will.
back to the question: Who do you Jesus, who do you think's the most important players for each team in this series?
Well, there's so many. We got.
What was the question?
Holy shit. Well, we got TG, Nomer, Hockey for Fargo. And then over on Chicago is just Evie.
Roblox is serious, so take.
Evie, Case, Ghost, and Son.
We got a hacker or something. Sorry about that. All right.
Where's the hot chocolate when you need it, man?
What's this reason? Alright, let's go on.
All right. So,
Do I keep going?
do you have anything else to say?
Well,
Matt?
what was the question?
Well, the question was, I have a question for you guys.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
How
What is
fun
it?
is it gonna be watching the finals? How do you guys
that's
find that fun?
Well, let's start with me because I'm the best here. Obviously, I'm just kidding. But I think it'll be fun. I don't know if the players will find it fun because you'll have Ghost going up against Nomer, but it's gonna be fun because I think it was really like this is more like NHL Chicago versus Boston because like last finals wasn't really expected. You had I think a lot of people thought the Bananas were gonna beat Sandy Bay, and then nobody expected Miami was gonna be in the finals. So that was more of a different type of finals. This is a really basic finals. You have the President's Trophy winners against another good really team, like a real good team. So it's more of like a classic finals really. There's no surprises. It's two really good teams. I think it'll be fun.
Well, I've been owning since season 9. Every finals that I've seen have been very unique. You had
The Kings, yo, the Kings were amazing. The
Oh,
Kings and Royals final.
Yeah, we had the Kings and Royals final,
Which I got released in.
Yeah, ignore the past block. Past already happened. You can't change it. But yeah, we've had the Kings Royals. We've had Indiana. We've had last season was a great finals as well. This one, I feel like I am the most excited for though because it's two teams with a lot of history. Fargo definitely being the outsider team looking in, and the Dragons being RNHL Classic team. So despite the history behind the team,
What do you mean by that?
where Fargo has been, this is their first year in the RNHL, if I remember correctly. Despite that, just the pure talent of these rosters, both teams have a stacked lineup. Obviously, Prust may be a concern in net, but he's been proving the entire finals that he can hold his own. If we get Somber in a good internet connection back, it's going to be a hell of a ride for Chicago and a hell of a ride for Fargo as well.
That's a big point. I didn't point that out. Really, it's Sam. If he can get himself back under together. He says he fixed his lag though today.
Man, he's got to go to McDonald's for his connection.
Yeah,
Jesus. Did you see him today? He had like a minute of ice time, and I'm like, Sam, you're lagging, get the hell off.
I think on Miami didn't make it to the finals.
Yeah. Alright,
Alright, moving on.
Silver, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, I think this is probably the best finals I've seen in my opinion. Both teams have a really solid roster. And
Yeah,
lines have strong chemistry that's going to play a real good key factor in this World Cup finals.
All right, guys. So, final predictions. I guess I'll start. Man, this has been the toughest choice for me. Looking at past finals, you can kind of see, okay, this team has the advantage over this team. For Fargo and Chicago, it looks very balanced. Uh, I've been saying all playoffs that games are going to go to 7 or 5 in the first round, but these playoffs, we've seen that once somebody has the momentum, they definitely take over. I'm going to say that Fargo is going to take this series in 6, not 7, because I feel like once they get the momentum rolling, it's going to be too much for Chicago to try to push it to a game 7. All right, so I say Fargo in 6. Walk.
well, I was near your ballpark. I think, though, that I'm really looking at the rosters, not so much what's happened previously, because every series can be different. Which is kind of ironic because no series has been different. Both round ones were sweeps. Both round twos were 3-1. But I think Fargo's going to take this in 5. I don't think. I think that they'll be able to squeak out one win against Fargo. But other than that, I think that Alconi. I think Phoenix won't have Alconi's number as much as Dragons. I mean, I think that sorry, I sound stupid. I think the Dragons won't have Alconi's number, but I think that Fargo will have Prust's number. I just don't see Prust performing on the level of Alconi, and I don't see Chicago getting many goals past hockey. So I think Fargo's going to take it in 5 wins.
Fargo in 5, Fargo in 6. Silver.
Alright, so, well, if you look at it this way, Alk and Ghost have gone up with each other
You
last
said
year in the
me,
finals.
though.
Yeah,
You said-
fuck you. Fuck you.
Hey, we're on a family-friendly show here, man.
Shh. We're gonna listen real quick. Alright, so Ghost and Alk, they faced in the finals last year. Alright. Will Alk be able to defeat Ghost in this series than last year? How will he come up against Ghost? How did he come up against Ghost in the season? It's just what I want to know. Because I haven't been here for like what? The whole season, right?
Yeah, and somehow you got a spot on doing this talk show.
Yeah. I'm amazing like that. That's what's up.
Yeah, that is what's up. But
Yep.
I think this year it's just that Fargo has a little bit of a better roster. Somebody.
Whose mic is that?
I don't even want to know. But it just seems. Jesus. Just seems like this year that. And there goes Silver. Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh,
Silver.
Sorry. I'm back. It disconnected.
Alright, sweet. What was I saying?
We're talking about. He lost good. We are talking about final predictions.
Oh yeah. So you're saying that could Alk do a better job this year than he did against Ghost last year? I feel like this year Alk is surrounded by a stronger team. He has Tigras, he has Nomer, Hockey. Of course, he's a fantastic defender. I think
To point out, defenseman of the year.
of course. I think that when it came to Sandy Bay, one of their biggest weaknesses
His defense.
was defense, and I think with considering what they had there, I think Alk stayed strong last year, and I think he's gonna be even stronger this year. So, saying that, Talks, your final prediction.
My final prediction will be Fargo in 7.
Fargo in 7. So you think that that Chicago's gonna
Yeah, I would
push
have
them
to agree with that.
It's gonna be
Wow.
back and forth all series.
Interesting. Silver, you were
Just
saying
who's gonna get the first win?
you're in agreement.
Yeah,
Why?
I was thinking about it, and it's a real tough decision, but I think it would be Fargo in 7. Both Sombrevilla and Ghost, they've had finals experience. They know what it's like. Of course, Nomer and Tigros do also. That's why this
Coney
is
does.
most likely going to be in heaven.
I do
And
too,
you can't
nerd.
forget also.
All right, guys. So before we wrap up the show, we have a little bit of news. Obviously, our sister league, the NRHL, has closed down for good. So before we take off, we want to have a moment of respect for the NRHL and respect for Habs' activeness as a commissioner. Because, my God, I was more active than him, and I already quit. So, anyways, guys,
Roblox is
guys
serious,
so much for watching.
Fuck niggas get to get what others keep
And we
fearing
will
me.
see
Why
you
you
when
think
the finals
push mine ain't
start.
here anymore? That bitch wasn't since she ain't
December
breathing anymore.
17th
Fuck with
at
these niggas
7
for
o'clock
security.
Eastern,
Murder
right
squad
here at
bitches who
Fargo.
can't figure me or they